Happy Sunday, USKMA affiliates. Will Schneider here, Elite Martial Arts, Richmond, Berea, and now Winchester. We're rocking and rolling. So I'm on my way back. Got my son in the back seat. He's a little under the weather. He's out cold sleeping. And I'm on my way back. I thought, you know what, let me do the monthly video right here from the phone, from the car, and kind of chat a little bit on what's been going on in my world and something you might be able to relate to. One of the things we talk about a lot, obviously, when you run a business, a dojo, a gym, whatever you call it, we talk about staff development, right? So about 3 weeks ago, I came back from Europe, and I'm jet lagged. I come in on a Tuesday, and I came back, and then on a Tuesday, I get a call, and one of our head instructors quit. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never been one to be like, hey, everything's roses. I mean, we have challenges like everyone else does. So obviously I'm back teaching class again because my bench was decent, but not that good. Okay, well, we've hired a few guys, and one of the guys on our bench has stepped his game up tremendously. Okay, why am I sharing this with you? I'm sharing this with you because how is your bench looking? Do you have an instructor program in place? Are you using the USKMA to train your staff? You know, if you're a big Krav gym, if you're a karate gym, are you using them to, to co-train your staff? What's your staff training procedures, for instructors? Because I would say a lot of my friends that I've talked to are probably one quit away, or, someone moving, someone getting married, somebody getting divorced, right? It doesn't have to be always a bad thing. Maybe they're getting married, maybe they're moving off to where they want to go or something from having some legit issues. And a book that I highly recommend that I actually looked at the other night again is called The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. Highly recommend every self-employed guy or girl reads that book, because it talks about what's the purpose of having a business. And the purpose isn't to have a job, I don't think, unless that's what you want. The purpose, I think, the business is meant to give you a life. Now, granted, we may have to work in the business and on the business a while to get to that point. And occasionally, like in my case, you may have to step back in and get it to where you want it to be before you can do that again. I will say this, it has been about 3 weeks, and I'm just about back off the floor in Elite Location number 1, off the floor, which is tremendous, right? So I should tell you a couple of things. We did have a little bit of a bench. They just need a little encouragement. We also hired another guy as well, which luckily we can let him rest on the bench and kind of see how we do things. But also B, it should tell you too about how easy we made our curriculum. And that's another thing too. I've talked to a lot of friends of mine, had some dojo owners that were in a beginning part of April. I think we're gonna start calling them the Keeneland group, because we went to Keeneland horse racing and all that good stuff. And we were talking about, how simple can you make things? Because let's face it, a lot of you guys out there can probably teach every class. You can probably teach some grappling, some stand-up, your art, whatever you do. But is that duplicatable? You know what I'm saying? Is that scalable, to use a business term? Can you take a day off? Okay. Something I think Sling, I heard, was really good at in Ohio, where he was so big with Krav being their main thing, and then he had the USKMA training his staff. He kind of always had some people laying around. And that's a good thing, whether you want to teach a little bit or not at all, or just teach when you want to. In this case, in my career, I like to teach. I still have the fire and the passion for it, but I want to teach when I want to, not because I have to, right? I like having the freedom to do my life and do what I want to do. So again, I share this with you because I want you to look at it, look at your bench, look at your procedure. I'll give you some ideas you may want to consider, whether you're a big operation or a small one. And again, if you got other ones to share, please do that with me. Number one, how's your bench look at the moment? Okay, what's the long-term look of it? Do you have a weekly instructor class, or at least monthly, at the very least, required monthly, or a weekly class even better, to where they have to get together, to where you're training together? Next one I look at is maybe a quarterly get-together as well. We just did ours a few weeks ago. We had a 3-hour quarterly get-together with both branches, Elite 3, like I said, is opening in June. And it was just on instructor, went on business. We went over the intro, but it was all on just teaching on the mat stuff. And how often are you doing that with your staff? And then the other thing I would look at too is dress code. What's the dress code in your gym, your dojo? At Elite, I'm becoming very, very protective in particular of our brand, because we've spent a lot of time and effort into what makes us unique and different. So I would look at that. And then what's the reward system too? Are they paying extra for your instructor program? Are you grandfather them in? Is it an honor? So these are things I would just look at as a dojo or gym owner, is your bench. because you might be one quit or firing. That's what happened last year. I actually fired an instructor last year. And then this year we had one quit. And again, that's going to happen in any business. I mean, that's just the way it is. And, but again, how's your bench looking? You know, and you can hire from the outside too. That's fine. What's your onboarding procedure for that? Right? So we did hire a guy from the outside, another guy we've been grooming from the inside. You know, how quickly can you get them up to snuff? Right? And again, I can tell you that it's been about 3 weeks. I'm just about back off the mats. That is pretty amazing. Okay. I'm just saying, I mean, that's pretty unique. So number one, look at the E-Myth. Number two, look at your bench procedure. Number three, look at your training procedure. You know what I'm saying? How you doing to get them up and going? Number four, read the E-Myth book. That will give you a whole philosophy on being self-employed. And anything else you have to share, please share. But yeah, just I will keep reminding you about that, about your bench, and don't just do it when you need it. Do it the whole time, right? I know a guy up in Rhode Island has got like 100 people in his instructor program. He's got 6-7 schools. It's only like 15 per location. It's not that crazy. But man, when they get together, you have your own organization, you have your strength in numbers. And those are the people too that really are drinking your Kool-Aid. They want more, right? You know what I'm saying? They want more. So give it to them. Better they get it from you than they get from somewhere else, right? You'd much rather them, you know, get one-stop shopping with what you do. Anyway, it's about a 6-minute video. Hope you guys are doing great. See you at CravCon. And then don't forget, in June, we're hosting the Kentucky seminars. Hope to see you guys in June as well. Have a great day.